Today we continue with our class Kosher Kitchen, and we start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and our big topic is the same toilets for the victim's benefit, and we continue with this topic about warning people about questionable business practice of other people, right? What we can say and advise other people what they can we can do or not do. So it says it is permissible to warn people that the product is dangerous. There is that warning is truly warranted. Countless items are potentially dangerous if misused, and many processed foods are unhealthy if consumed in large quantities. In such cases, labeling them dangerous is wrong. Labeling an item is unsafe is justified only if such a declaration is considered reasonable for normal standards. Furthermore, if the information is not known firsthand, this must be mentioned when relating the information. So let's do from the beginning, try to explain. Okay, so we're talking about products, right? So one more time. It is permissible to warn people products is dangerous. So it's something like a dangerous, I don't know, maybe electric shock or something. Okay, that's clear. There is no problem. You can say that. Or some medicine, maybe they try to recall it and they forgot to tell you, right? So there is no problem. That's clear cut. There is if the warning is surely warranted. Okay, so first we have to see if it's really dangerous. Countless items are potentially dangerous if misused. So all of them, medicine, even the food items. Like, right, if you eat a lot, so it's for sure not good, especially as he said, processed foods. Right, if consuming large quantities. But are you allowed to put that is bad for your health? I mean, if they say certain size is one teaspoon, and you eat like I don't know, 7 of them. So of course they're not obligated to say that it's dangerous, right? So okay. So right, so they would not put the word dangerous. Labeling item is unsafe. Is justified only in such declaration is considered reasonable by normal standards. So in most of the cases, they're not going to say that it's unsafe. Okay, so here's the thing. So you and you want to warn other people. So you have to be very careful how you put it. So because the product is good. If misused, yeah, it could be dangerous, but potentially dangerous for some people. But you cannot say that the product is wrong. That's the thing. Furthermore, if the information is not known firsthand, this must be mentioned and with relating the information. Okay. When relating the information. So if you don't know the firsthand, you can say, I saw a report. Somebody told me that they saw a report on internet or wherever. So let that person do his own research. Do not, so you can say clearly, do not rely on me, but that's what I heard, and let's see. Okay, so continue. If the manufacturer is Jewish, he must be spoken to first. Failure to fulfill the above conditions would render the statement Lashon Hara, as if it would cause harm to the manufacturer, as well to the consumer, who will needlessly avoid the product. So it's very interesting. So it says that if you know for sure the manufacturer is Jewish, right? For sure. So try to talk to him. Maybe it was an issue. Maybe they fixed the issue, right? Maybe they did not notify everybody. Maybe I don't know. So it's possible. So you have to, before speaking about product that is completely Jewish. I'm not sure about, like, me personally. Even the company, for example, that we thought all our life is for sure kosher, like in all kosher stores, like they do canned food, like all of this, like corn, all of these things, right? So we thought for sure it's like several kashrus on them. So usually one kashrus is enough, but on that one is 2 or 3 kashrus, and then we were in the store and say, what is it? And I see it's like sell like sausages from pork. I say, you normal? How is it possible? How is it possible? And then I went to internet and research. It's not a Jewish company. I mean, they do like, of course they process like, maybe it's like a more not like a company but distributor. So they process meat like with non-kosher in one place, maybe in one country, and this vegetable that has 3 kashrus in another place. So you cannot say just because you saw that they sell the same manufacturer sell pork does not mean that all other things are not kosher. Understand? So we have to do our research. I think that's a good example. So I was shocked. I was sure that it's like a very Jewish product. Okay, company. Okay, so we have to talk to manufacturer first. Failure to fulfill the above condition would render the statement Loshan Hara, as it would cause a harm to manufacturer. Okay, so I mean, this Jew should not change, lose his money because we did not do research, right? So we have to talk to him, as well as to the consumer who is needless to avoid the product. So especially maybe it's a good product, maybe it's a good price, and because whatever we said to that person, he has to now pay like extra premium because of our information. Okay, stop here. Any questions on what we said? Yes.
So what happens when the Jewish manufacturer is like a big company? Would we be like obligated still to at least reach out to some representative or something?
Yes. So you let them know, let them do research, and then get back to you. That's proper. Let me ask you a question. Do you see the background noise? Do you hear the background noise or not? Does it bother you?
We can, I mean, at least I can hear some background noise, but it's not like bothering much. Sounds like rain.
It is raining. Okay, I'm good.
Oh.
Okay, no problem. Okay, forget it. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. It was another question or? Tell me.
Yeah, someone wrote a question with Sarah.
Yes, please.
Many products have a sticker that says this product can expose you to chemicals, lead and others that is known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, and reproductive harm. Mm-hmm. It's so common on the market, and I wonder if we should always check and avoid them and warn others about it.
So it is true, and I saw it before, like a warning that if you live in this state in California and it's like in some other states, so it's they have a stricter rules. They were not accepted everywhere. So are you allowed? Are you obligated to follow these rules? I'm not sure if so. The case is in our the case in our discussion if we're obligated to warn other people. So are they when they made these laws, are they trying to be extra strict? And maybe they did research and they have a 5% problem. I don't know. Is it 80% issue? So it would they would ban the product. All other states would ban the product. So it's not like they're all only smart and other people not so smart in other states. So I would say they're trying to be like extra strict. And if you want, like you can avoid the product, or like don't buy that much, like don't consume that much. That's it. Just limit your consumption. But otherwise, like it is not forbidden in other states. That makes it right questioning the strictness of this California laws. That's it. Understand? So don't. Have to be very, very careful. So some states just going crazy. Okay, but okay, it is warning. So try to avoid all of these questionable things, right? Okay. What else? Any other questions before I continue? You're welcome.
No, there's no more questions on the chat thing.
Okay, that's good. So we're trying to be careful again. If a Jew can lose money, so we have to be very, very careful. Do our research. If you need to call them. If you need to call them twice, Send them email. So if they not respond, if they do not care, and there's some companies like that. Somebody called me and I asked for a quote for one product, and I bought this product from them before, it's similar, 7 years ago. So and I wanted to buy something some company, they don't want to give you price, for whatever reason. So we have to call for quote, talk to a person. So I sent them a mail, and they called me back 3 weeks later, and the lady says, I said, what are you talking about? And I bought this product from another company who responded in 3.5 seconds. So if company like that, you try it, wait for some time, and then just forget it. They're not they're not serving the public. They're not responsible. Okay, so let's continue. So we are on, I think we're at the end of chapter. No, actually we started this chapter. Okay, we started this chapter in number 7, and our topic is avoiding problems while cooking. And last time we discussed, and we spent a lot of time going into all of the details, and try to understand how to use one stove for meat and milk, a stone and oven. Is it possible? So, and this information what we learned before was actually came very, very handy. I tell you the truth, today I had one class today. Somebody asked me. So, and this lady, she's actually with the means. So she said, tell me, I want to, in that class. So she's trying to go kosher, and she can redo her kitchen. Okay, whatever. So she said, tell me the best standards, right? What would you do? So if, of course, she did not say unlimited surprise. Unlimited budget, because maybe I'm going to ask you for donation, Chas v'Shalom, right? But she said, okay, let's say. So, and we said exactly what we learned in this book, Baruch HaShem. So it came very, very handy to summarize the whole book in 15 minutes or so. Not the whole book, but all of the highlights. Right. So last time we discussed when person is not so fortunate. She said, okay, but if this milk splashes, can I use build a separate dairy kitchen? So it would be amazing if you want to do that, smaller kitchen. Okay, do that. There is no problem, right? But last time we discussed very unfortunate situation when person has only one stove, and they cannot afford, as we suggested, this maybe electric small ones. And someone in that class actually asked for some reason. I did not ask why, but they do not eat much meat for whatever reason. That doesn't matter why, but more mostly dairy. So we advise them, okay, so make this make your main stove as a dairy one, dairy and parv, and small you buy small electric one and use it for meat. Okay, there is no problem. Right, but in this case, this case we discussed last time, they trying to use the one stove for both meat and milk, and we said that if both are always covered, there is no problem. But if you start uncovering, for example, you want to roast meat uncover, and it's most of the time that's how you roast meat. You don't roast it covered. Maybe for some time, I don't know. I'm not a big cook, so for the sake of an example, half an hour cover and 15 minutes uncover. So that's already make this stove meat. So they say, we said, if you clean it like completely, there is no residue, and you want to do something, you want to cook milk products, like dairy products, with in a closed container, and not put it on the same shelf, but even on the same shelf, but you put the aluminum foil. So of course, and you never open the lid, and so technically it is allowed. Technically, as we said, like there is allowed, it is possible to do that. But as we like practically, you have to be very organized person and never never open the lid inside. That's because once you open, that's it, you're out. Okay. All right, so it's very good to have unlimited budget, as this lady. I don't want to say unlimited, but she said, okay, so it's better a separate kitchen. I say, absolutely. She says, okay, so better separate kitchen it is. She said, how about the Pesach kitchen? Okay, so I said, now you're pushing. Okay, of course you can do a separate Pesach kitchen. I'm not sure like what kind of house she has, but if you can do it, okay. So, but for us, for simple people. So section number C, not number C, section C, I'm going to go a little back, so we have continuation. And it says, the guidelines presented above will avoid most of the potential problems for one who must use one oven for both meat and dairy. Okay. So meaning, as we said before, as I just summarized, when you cook it completely covered, you check for splatters or splashes like inside of the stove. You wash it. You use aluminum foil on shelves. You don't put on the same shelf, or you put aluminum foil on it, or you don't put on the bottom. So all of these things. Okay. However, there will be instances where the guidelines may be difficult to follow. For example, if the standard oven used for meat, but one wishes to bake a cheesecake. So that's with this cheesecake, that's it. So like we cannot bake it like close, as we said before. Cheesecake is made from a liquid butter, right, and must be baked uncovered. Okay, that's it. That's the recipe. Therefore, it cannot be baked in a meat oven. Okay, so I mean clear. One who wishes to bake the cheesecake in the oven, designated as meat, must rely upon those opinions who permit kasher in the oven from one use to another. So, as we said before about this kasher, we discussed kasher utensils, and we said that Sephardim are more lenient and they allow kashering, but Ashkenazim like more strict, and they do not allow the kashering of the utensil. Why? Not because you're not going to kasher. You're going to kasher, but one day, and it's only a matter of time, you're going to forget, is it milk or is it meat? Did they kasher after last time, or I did not? So, I mean, that's our sages knew, like mentality of the people, right? Some people like constantly live under stress. They cannot concentrate 5 minutes. Okay, so the oven will need to be kosher twice, right? So we said once from dairy to meat, from meat to dairy. So initially the oven was dairy or meat. I apologize. The kosher to dairy, meaning kosher make it neutral, right? And then then you use for dairy for a cheesecake, and then kosher it back to even though he said to meat again, but it's not meat, it's to make it parv. So I mean you can use for whatever you want. Okay, I mean for me this meat, the word meat is actually like a little misleading. So you made it neutral. You can use for meat because it was designated for meat. Okay. So, but as we said last time, that's how we end up last time. Like, in order to eat this cheesecake, it's too much money. It's like how much gas you have to burn or electricity that to kasher one way and another. And if kashering takes, for example, in my stove, like 45 minutes self-cleaning cycle, like, and it goes to the, I don't know, like 500 degrees or plus 550 Fahrenheit. So it's like too much. Like, just go buy yourself a cheesecake and or buy yourself like small electric stove. But okay, so but we're going into all of the scenarios. Okay. Number one, issues relating to kashering and oven. Okay. Common customs is to kasher on oven in the following manner. Wait 24 hours. One should wait 24 hours so that the oven is no longer ben yama from any absorbed taste. So before we continue, so the same rules would apply if you want to kasher your oven for Pesach. There is no difference whatsoever, and that's exactly what we do before Pesach. We always kasher a stove because we have only one, so we use it for Pesach. Okay, so first step, same as with utensils, as we said before, you wait 24 hours. Okay, so why? Because this taste, even though it absorbed into the walls, and people sometimes surprised, what, in the walls of it's metal? Yeah, in metal, metals absorb taste. Okay, right, so you wait 24 hours, and commentaries say, the reason one waits 24 hours, in this case, is not for the kashering process itself, but because of the questions raised about efficacy of the kashering and oven in this manner. When one waits 24 hours, the needs of kashering is rabbinic, not biblical. Okay, so as we said before, like be careful with whatever we're going to say now, right? So technically, like if it is clean, technically, so we don't do it, but technically, if you have a pot and it was standing for 24 hours clean, so you can use for other for opposite, right? So if it was you cooked meat and you clean it well and it was standing clean for 24 hours, so technically you can use it for daily, but we don't do it. Rabbinically, it's forbidden. Biblically, like after the fact, I would say in many cases they would allow the product or eat it. For example, you cook spaghetti in that pot, so they would allow you to eat it from with butter or I don't know, with sour cream or with whatever you want. Right, with dairy there is no problem, but we don't do it. Our sages say don't do it, but after the fact, no problem. But the commentary here say it's very interesting. He said not everybody is believing that you can actually kasher the oven so good. Like if you do it if it's ben yama meaning in 24-hour period. Okay, because the taste is absorbed, so it's not so easy to take the taste out. And why? Because we said the taste is taken out, right? You have to make it like red hot. It's metal, okay, so we don't make red hot, just very hot, so that's why we wait 24 hours. Okay, so, and again, it's a procedure with all of the kashering, same as Pesach. Okay, continue. So they wait 24 hours, cleaning the oven. The walls may be coated with the grease and the fat spots. So you get yourself, if you have a self-cleaning cycle, right? But you see, we have this self-cleaning cycle. We still clean the oven with there is special sprays and chemicals that you use to clean oven, right? So dissolve all of this grease or something. Okay, so it's good. And the grease are not from the splatter, but from the steam. So we understand it's not like you slap. No, there's nothing to do with that. From the steam. Okay, so you wait 24 hours. Clean the oven walls may be coated with grease and fat spots. So this is already garbage. It's not considered to be what is it, like meat, for example, residue, right? But I would reverse the procedure. First, I would clean and then wait 24 hours. Okay. One cannot kasher an oven for daily use as long as the grease remains on the oven floor, rack, or sides. So I mean, okay. So first, he said second part is clean. Okay, no problem. So I would say in my mind, like logically, would be clean first and then kasher, and then wait 24 hours. Okay, but anyway, this is not considered to be meat. Okay, you just clean. The oven must first be thoroughly cleaned, preferably with a caustic cleanser. What does it mean? Such a cleanser will render any food remnant completely inedible. Okay, so that's as we said. So that's what I always say. Use this chemical, but even if you use some kind of soap, it's going to get a bitter taste, and that's it. So it's no longer considered to be food. As noted above, such much of the problems can be prevented by placing aluminum foil under a utensil being used in an oven to prevent spill from reaching the oven rack or end floor. Okay, so I mean, as we said, yeah, it's going to use you prevent the spills, but the residue from the steam is not going to prevent. Okay, so but at least you have less work. Any thoroughly burnt residue, as well as stains and discolorations that are difficult to remove, may remain. One may clean the oven before, after, or during 24-hour period waiting period. Oh, okay, that's he addresses my question. Okay, so all of the things that the discoloration that from a spot from 5 years ago, so you just leave it be. Don't drive yourself crazy, right? And he said that you can clean oven like before this 24-hour period, after or during. So I would say, like, I don't know, I don't think it takes so much time to clean oven. I would say, like, logically, like for us to remember, start from cleaning this oven, wait 24 hours, and then kasher. Okay, so step C, meaning kashering oven. Once the oven has been thoroughly cleaned, it may be kasher by heating an oven to the highest temperature setting for approximately an hour. Okay. Presumably, one should set the oven on a broil setting approximately for approximately 1 hour. Preferably one should. Okay, so the broil, what does broil means? Broil means that it is actually the heat is coming from the bottom and from the top. So you put on the highest temperature, or as we said, if you have a self-cleaning cycle, that's already taken care of. And even though it's going to say in an instruction, and some people they try and I don't know who they think we are. So we never saw the instruction. So it says in self-clean cycle, so you're not obligated to clean the oven. You can just do it, and it's going to burn. So, but as we said before, it's going to smell very bad. And still, you would have to. You don't want this garbage in in the oven, because why? It's going to burn. So whatever did not burn through the self-cleaning cycle is going to burn. It's going to smell, and smell is going to affect your food. Even though it's not going to become not kosher, but still, people are lazy. Okay. So one more time, if you don't have this action. So in our previous stove, of course, an old one, we did not have. So you just put on broil, highest temperature, whatever is it, doesn't matter. So that's it. So approximately in Fahrenheit, I think it's 500 degrees. Depends on the stove, but that's what it was. Or 450 or something. Okay. Continue. So clean, wait, and then kasher in the high temperature. Kasher for parve use. One who wishes to bake parve liquid foods, for example, a parve butter cake. Okay. In a meat oven, and wishes to eat the cake with the milk, should clean the oven, either wait 24 hours, or kasher the oven in a manner cited in the above and C. Okay, so now I guess he's trying to go like this section D. It's actually somewhere like in the middle of the road, because it's not exactly milk or meat. It's a parv, but they want to eat it with the opposite. And technically, you can even use it like with the opposite, even if you wait 24 hours. So technically, that's why he said or. But we're going to explain. So one more time, kashering for parv use. So before that, we said you kasher because it was used for a meat. You wanna use it for milk. Open containers. Okay. And now we want to kasher to use it for a parv, meaning that I want it is a meat stove, for example, and I want to do this cake, this batter cake, and I want to eat these batter cakes with the dairy, cream cheese or something. I don't know what does it mean, but okay. So let's see. Right. So it says second. So a person should do clean the oven. So that's always clean the oven from all of the spills, from all of the visible things, and be either wait 24 hours. So as we said, or kasher the oven in the manner cited in C, right? As we said before. So it is either or again, because you're going to use for parv. If you're going to use for the opposite usage, so if you want to use it for dairy, so then you have to go through all of the 3 steps. If you want to use it for parv, 2 steps. Okay, but okay, we discussed it before, but now he put everything in one place. Next one. E. When kashering is not required. One should note that the kashering is required only when one wishes to cook in uncovered liquids. Right, so we said if it's dry food, they do not have so much steam. Okay, so the problem again with the steam. One should note that the kashering is required only when one wishes to cook uncovered liquids. One who wishes to bake parv halachos in a meat oven may clean the oven thoroughly and immediately bake the halachos. No waiting on kashering is required. Okay. So just clean it. Okay. One second. Similarly, one who wishes to bake lasagna in a tightly covered pan need not wait 24 hours or kasher the oven beforehand. Okay. So meaning I'm not sure what kind of container, tight closed pan. Okay. So whatever they use to bake lasagna. The halachos that are dry. The halachos are dry food that does not produce significant steam, and lasagna is baked in tightly covered pan. So tightly covered, I'm not sure, it's some kind of lux. I'm not sure what kind of pan is it. Tightly covered. Okay, but or maybe it's very heavy. Maybe this lid is very heavy. So whatever is it, since they guarantee no steam is going to come up, so there is no problem. Again. Leniency because of 2 different reasons. With halachos, because it is parv, and because it is dry, does not emit any steam, and lasagna, even though it emits steam, but it's going to cover completely. No steam is going to come out. So just wash it and no problem. So same halachah, but two separate reasons. Okay. Continue. The pan that is the pan and the halachos should not be placed directly in the oven shelf. One should place aluminum foil under the pan or foil. Okay, so that's I mean again the same exactly the same reasoning, right? So just cover with aluminum foil. But as I said in one class, I could not get. I don't know if I said the story, but somebody told me like straightforward. We cannot afford aluminum foil. In the place where we live, it's very expensive. Well, so I mean, That was very sad to hear, but that's what it is. Okay. Continue. Any questions before we continue, actually?
Rabbi?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
So, about the chemical that we're supposed to use to clean the oven, does it have to be like strong to a certain extent? Because I mean, the commercial degreasers, at least the ones that are sold here, are very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about cleaning it with just this like vinegar that is sold, but only for cleaning. It's not for consuming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would be good enough.
Maybe we have to be like careful because we have to make sure that it's actually like for a stove some kind of the edible some like it would not hurt a human if some residue is going to go into your food, just in case. Of course, we try to wash it well with water, with soapy water, but still we have to be careful. So it cannot be like something like to clean, I don't know, like rust walls or something. Understand? So it's preferable to use something that was used for like design for like, if like in a way that if a person swallows, there is no problem. I give the example. So if you need to wash the vegetables and you don't have this veggie clean, right, as we recommend, so just use the soap, the dish soap, right? Dishwashing soap. It is I mean on many of them, like I don't know, like what is the brand, like Palmaville or some others. So it's actually they have used it's actually kosher. Of course, you should not drink this soap, but technically, if some soap left or some soapy water, there is no problem. You can consume it, and it's actually safe. So my wife said, if you're going to use the window, like to wash the window with the water like from outside, we always we never use the chemical like to wash the windows, because this water is going to go to the ground. It's going to kill all of that flowers and grass. So we don't want a problem with our garden, with the neighbor's garden. We don't want all of this. So we use this soap, and it's always safe. It's safe for consumption of the people, and safe for the plants as well. You understand? But other things like strong chemicals, they can kill the plants and then kill you. So you have to be very careful. So our job again, just to dissolve as much as we can, clean it, like whatever we can see, whatever got absorbed, forget it. It's after 24 hours, it's nothing. And plus, if you're going to kasher it, it's going to burn, and that's it. We're good. But whatever is visible, we have to dissolve. Right. And plus, when it have a bitter taste, it's losing the status of food. And we're going to apply this halachah, this concept actually in the laws of Pesach. So food is considered like chometz. The definition of chometz, something that dog is going to eat. So dog can eat many things, right? That the human are not going to eat. But if it is bitter, if it has like soapy taste, so dog is not going to eat. So that's mean this piece of chometz, like even though it looks like food, like if dog is not going to eat because of these chemicals, so that's it. It's not considered to be chometz. Okay. So what else? Any other questions?
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah, you're welcome. So again, I'm trying to emphasize. So next time when we go into different topic, it's not going to be like a totally new subject for you. So again, these things we actually discussed before. He just brought it in one place, which is I think it's very commendable, right? So even it is a repetition, but it's I like this design of this book. Okay, so part number 2, and it says the objection of Kashering ovens. Oh, here we go. Several objections have been raised with regarding Kashering oven in the manner described above. A. Most ovens are coated with enamel, which perhaps cannot be kashered. And this this coating is actually on some, now that they don't do that much, but in olden days they would use it for a pots to cook. So these pots you cannot kasher, okay, because it's a mixture. Maybe it's mixture of sand and something else. I don't exactly remember. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember. But it is actually absorbent. Okay, so that's the problem. So most of the ovens coated with this coating, and perhaps it cannot be kosher according to some opinions. And B, merely heating an oven to an inadequate method of kashering. So, as we said before, how do you kasher things? So you kasher things. If it was used, meaning vessels, if it was used for cooking, meaning with liquid, so you put it in a boiling water. If it's used for frying, meaning no liquids or minimum liquid, so it is frying, so you have to take a torch and make it red hot. As we said, don't do it, don't try it at home, but that's the procedure, right? So that's exactly what he's saying in B. Merely heat an oven to inadequate method of kashering. That's not how we kasher, right? The more effective methods of blow torching the entire oven surface is dangerous and may ruin the oven, right? So with a torch, I'm not sure, like you put your hands in there, maybe you stick your head in there, like it's too much, right? I think that's how they would kasher these commercial grade stoves, yes, but home stove, don't do it. Our custom is not to kasher from meat used to the daily use of the viewers. See chapter 5. Okay, so that's the bottom line, so we don't do it. Unless, right? Nevertheless, many who have only one oven rely on the lenient opinions and permit kashering in the manner described above. So again, so as we said, it's only after the fact. So I always say, just get yourself small electric appliance and that's it, and you're golden. Don't do these dangerous things. First of all, and even if it's not dangerous, it's only lenient opinion, right? So, but for example, if you need it, as we said, for Pesach, we have only one oven and we need to use it for Pesach, so that's a different story. Okay. Because this small electric oven is not going to work for us. Okay, so continue. Number 3, self-cleaning ovens. Many contemporary authorities permit the use of the self-cleaning oven and repeatedly kashering it for one use to another. A partial self-cleaning cycle is effective. Partial is effective as a kashering process described in number 1. Number 1 above, but not effective as a full self-cleaning cycle. One who runs full self-cleaning cycle is not required to clean an oven surface beforehand, since the self-cleaning cycle burns away the food remnants. But okay, this is assuming that the oven is properly in working order. So, okay, so he said, I'm not sure if we have this partial self-cleaning cycle. So meaning if it was already cleaned, I'm not sure if I have it. We never use it, but full cleaning cycle, as I said, and some people they told me I did not know that it's going to burn again. It's going to smell the whole house with all of these things. Not good idea. So better to clean and run this full self-cleaning cycle anyway. Okay, number 4. Continuous cleaning ovens. As discussed above, the discussion above pertains solely for the self-cleaning ovens. Continuous self-cleaning ovens are not kosher through the normal use. Rav should be consulted. Continuous continuous cleaning ovens are not kosher through the normal use. So let's let me read commentary, because I'm not sure what does it mean. I mean, from definition we understand that it cleans itself, but okay. So let's see. Number 24 commentary. Some advise that oven should first be thoroughly manually cleaned with the cleanser and the scrub brush. The oven should be further cleaned by turning it to the highest heat for an hour to activate the self-cleaning cycle, and subsequently turning it to the broil for an hour. Initially, one should not purchase continuous cleaning ovens. So I guess they clean themselves, but we do not rely on this procedure. So you try to clean manually anyway. Manually meaning you put it on the highest degree. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so let's finish one. Any questions before we continue? I want to do one more piece. Okay, no questions. Okay, so one more piece. Practical guidelines, kashering and oven. So a common custom is to rely upon kashering and oven when necessary, in the manner described above. Again, when necessary, so to kasher from one use from meat to dairy is not necessary. Okay. Some authorities question the effectiveness of kashering in this manner. Therefore, one who must use one oven for both meat and dairy should try to acquire the self-cleaning oven. Okay, so if you want to rely on this lenient opinion, because it's from reliable authorities, even though we try not to follow, so you get yourself self-cleaning oven, it's better. Better yet, one should try to acquire two ovens. I mean, if it's your apartment, if it's your house and it's a little bigger, and let's say for a dairy you can get the smallest size, yeah, maybe you can do. Or if somebody is opposite, a person who eats mostly dairy and a little meat, so maybe they do the opposite, like tiny stove. Okay, you can do that. Continue. Just one second. And what I saw, some people have two stoves. I saw in two or three houses, they actually built in. It's not they just not so that the ovens they're built into the kitchen cabinets. So without the top. Top is separate. So they do meat and dairy on that top. It's like in the aisle, right? Not aisle, island, right? Kitchen island. And the stove actually built in the kitchen cabinets. I'm not sure how it works. Where is this exhaustion, probably right in the front, but saving space, meaning on top of the stove, on top of the oven, you have another cabinet, another storage. So I think it's saves space. That's good. Okay, but continue. When kashering an oven, okay, an oven must be thoroughly cleaned and be free of any grease or food matter. Okay, burnt residue and stains that are difficult to remove may remain. So I mean, they're not going to for sure. It's not food. It's burned so many times, and you cannot clean off. So no problem, remain. One more time. Wash it, right? Then wait 24 hours. When oven is heated to the highest setting, or on a broil settings for approximately 1 hour. So you do approximately 1 hour, but self-clean cycle, as I said, I think it's 45 minutes. But just let it be, because they know what they're doing. Okay, continue. When baking paraff liquid foods in the meat oven, one should clean the oven and either clean, wait 24 hours, or kasher an oven, whatever you want. So again, this is leniency. Liquid foods I guess that they would be open, right? Open, so you clean and then you wait 24 hours or kasher, whatever you want. Okay. So and the last one, self-cleaning ovens can be merely run through the self-cleaning cycle. One is not required to clean the oven beforehand, but as we said, do it anyway. Okay, so let's see the time. Okay, I think we can stop here, and we got to next topic. Okay, it's like a diagram, so I think we should start next time with the diagram. It's going to be review of this class. So it's very, I think it would be very beneficial for us. Okay. Any questions on what we said or any topic? But let's start. If somebody have a questions on what we say about kosher kitchen, Kashering. Okay, no problem. So again, exactly the same procedure for sure. Like most of the people would kasher their ovens for Pesach use. That's very common. But from one to another, I don't know. Too many people would do it. Actually, I don't know anybody who would do it. Okay.
Bob?
Yes, go ahead.
In regards to this topic, what happens if the person has an oven which only one of the burners work, like only the upper or the lower burner? Would that be enough to kasher the oven?
That's the problem. I mean, if it's so, I mean, one is not working, right? It's not like he does not have a broil from the bottom, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's not. I don't think it's enough temperature. So I would say, yeah, that's would be an issue. Or if you can even without broil, if you can put the oven on the highest temperature, I think it would be enough. Preferable broil because it's going to go from the bottom. But I would say do 1 hour. Anyway, it's going to like if you have good insulation. The problem is like old stoves. The insulation is not good, right? It the heat escapes. Also an issue. Sometimes this insulation costs a little more, but it saves you a lot of money, right? Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yes, you're welcome. What else? Any other questions? Any topic? Anyone?
There's a question from Diana on the chat window.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Says Shalom to the Rav. HaShem, thank you for the Shiur. Regarding setting a bottle of olive oil inside the Sukkah in order for using the oil for lighting the Hanukkah. Beezrat HaShem,
Step back. Setting what bottle of oil in a sukkah?
Yep.
Okay. So slow and from this place again. So in a sukkah, then
Yes.
what? Please go ahead again.
In the Sukkah, in order for using the oil for lighting the Hanukkah.
Okay.
Beezrat HaShem. Please, I have the following questions. Number one, should we open it before putting it in the Sukkah? The first one.
So open a bottle of let's say vegetable oil or olive oil. I mean, there is no problem with the oil. You don't have to put it before into the sukkah because all of these oils they actually edible. It's part of the food, so there is no problem. You don't have to prepare beforehand. And actually, many years ago, we would buy this olive oil from Judaica. So for candles purposes, right? They say for olive oil. I would not say that it burned like something like out of ordinary. And then we what's like a cheaper one, cheaper from like food grade, and it burned as well, good as well. So it's twice as cheap. You understand? So and this oil is edible. Okay, what else? So yeah, so that's so first question is, do you have to prepare before Yom Tov Shabbos? No, because it is a food. You can put this oil, pour this oil in your salad. There's no problem. Yeah, go ahead.
So the second question, number 2, should we recite a special bracha or say a special statement before setting the bottle in?
No, there's nothing special in that. So you can use the wax candle or you can use oil. So I mean, it's up to you. And we don't call this this candle holder is Hanukkah. Hanukkah is something different. The Hanukkah we say when it's 8 candles and 1 shamash. That's Hanukkah. Right? That's what we light on Hanukkah. But this is just candle holders, and we don't make even though like some of them come is like 6 candles, 5 candles, 4 candles. Did I see 4 candles? Yeah, they sometimes they come 4 candles, 3 candles, 2 candles, and or 1 candle separate, but never 8 or 9 candles. That's because like it's you confuse people. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing special about this oil. Yeah, go ahead.
So, question number 3 about the candles. In the book Practical Halachah for Jewish Women, it says that we should put the candles of the dove on a glass recipient. And the question says, are these pictures proper containers? I don't know what you mean.
Could you read again? I didn't get it. What is it?
Yeah. About the candles. In the book of Practical Halachah for Jewish Women,
yes,
it says that we should put the candles of the dove on a glass recipient. Are these pictures proper containers?
Yeah. So as I said, yes, in order. No, that's not what they mean. No. I mean, if you have thank you for sharing this picture. So it would work only if you have like maybe like the tea light container, like candle. That's it. But if you have a bigger candle, it's not going to work. So the idea is that there's like you can even use a jar, like a glass jar, like high, so you put that candle on the bottom and light it there, so that the wind is not going to blow off the candle. That's the idea. So if you buy like radio lantern, so that's what we have. I forgot to make a picture. We actually doing decoration of Sukkah despite the rain because there is no other time. Unfortunately, it's going to rain. First night and Shabbos. Well, what can we do? That's not good actually. Not good sign when it rains the first night. What can we do? But the idea is so that like with this lantern you open the door from the side and you put the candles inside. You close the door and it's all glass and it has access of oxygen. So it's the best way. I mean, it's this lantern from I don't know. From 300 years ago, 500 years, I don't know how many, like exactly the same design. And the idea is so that the wind would not blow off the candles. That's the idea. Or like you if you don't have anything, take a glass jar, put it on the bottom, like put few drops of the wax, right? So you can stick the candle, put the candles, and you can light the candle. There's no problem. So it is going to be inside of the jar. Okay. What else?
Yeah, number 4, about the Sukkah. Should we install a Mezuzah in the Sukkah?
No. We don't install it. It's very good question. Thank you very much. A very good question. So and the requirement of the sukkah is it's your permanent dwelling. So permanent dwelling, for example, if you moved into this apartment, so you must have and you planning to stay here, so you have obligation to put a mezuzah immediately, right? But since here, like, because you planning to stay there indefinitely, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe they're going to extend your lease, maybe, okay, but whatever. So you're indefinitely staying, right? So meaning that the obligation is right away. So, but they have leniency up to 30 days. So if somebody lives 30 days in same place, it's considered to be permanent. So you're considered to be permanent resident, and it's actually this halacha applies in laws of tzedakah. So we're going to learn laws of tzedakah, Beezrat HaShem, on Mondays, I think, right? So we would say that a poor person moved in, right? Or even forget about a poor person. Somebody moved into the town. So, and let's say that the town has rules that everybody have to, all of the residents must contribute to tzedakah. So after 30 days, he's liable to contribute. So it's not like, so because he's a permanent resident. Yeah, he said, yeah, maybe I'm going to go back to my place in 5 days. Okay, so you give us money and you go to wherever you go, doesn't matter. So they actually collect the tax from him. And same with poor person. Poor person comes and stay in your house, in your town. So after 30 days, he's a permanent resident. And we have this halacha in the laws of matzah for Pesach. Like, it's not matzah, it's flour for Pesach. If somebody lived as a resident for 30 days in your time, you're obligated to provide him this matzah for Pesach. Right? Same with Sukkah. So, but since we're planning to stay there only for 8 days, so that's it. It does not require. It's not permanent structure, and it's not it's not permanent structure. You're not planning to stay there permanently, only for some time, so less than 30 days. So you're not required sukkah in this case. Or you're not required mezuzah in this case. But if it would be somebody's hut, like you build the sukkah, technically, and person said that's my house, so in this case, yeah, you would require mezuzah if you have a door frame, of course. Okay, what else?
Rabbi. She said that about the Hanukkah candles that they heard that this could be a very, very special segula for the Hanukkah candles.
I think it's I don't know where they hear it from. I think it would be confusing to other people. So why you combining two holidays? So the Hanukkah time is going to come. So let's do everything in its appropriate time. So here you just light your Shabbos, your Yom Tov candles. So if somebody can afford and have different candlesticks for Yom Tov, that's proper thing to do. It's to show that it's different from Shabbos. Okay, if cannot, so I mean, it's not halachah. Just use the same. Okay, what else?
Sarah is asking, I wonder, when should we read Parashat V'Zot HaBerachah? I did not find it on my Jewish calendar.
Okay, exactly. That's a very good question. So we actually are going to read it in synagogue on Simchas Torah. So that's the only parasha. That's an amazing question. The only parasha is not going to be read on Shabbos, but on a weekday. I'm not sure. This year, I think it's on Sunday. Okay, so and the custom is the holy custom is so every Jewish male is going to get an aliyah. So in a synagogue, like when a lot of people, so in a synagogue where I go, like they split into groups. So now, since people moved away, they I don't know, somebody go for holidays to their family, right? Whatever. So it's less people. So they will split to 2 minyanim, but it used to be even four minions. Like they would take a table, put table, and read from 4 different Torah scrolls. Of course, they're trying to go to different rooms, not to bother anybody, everybody, but to make it fast. Otherwise, if you're going to read from the one Torah scroll and even 3 verses, even 4 verses, it's going like a person did the blessing, open, close, this, that, they call, it's going to take forever. So right, so they would split, and everybody going to get Aliyah. So that's when we read V'Zot HaBerachah. Right. So, but we can prepare beforehand. Right? Because this Shabbos they're going to read different readings, because it's going to be Yom Tov. Right. So that's why it does not say in the calendar or whatever. It's a very good question. And that's actually Parsha that many times it's I just realized many times it get to overlook, because people in the mood of Simchas Torah, they're dancing. Somebody already start drinking. No, not yet, but they in the mood of drinking, let's say, right? So they're not very serious about this parasha, but which is the most important. So it's those brachas. It's more Moshe Rabbeinu last rebuke. Right, last blessing. It's very important parsha. Yes. Okay. What else?
I have a question in regards to something I read about making a blessing while we're not allowed to make a blessing while we're touching our private parts. And it says that if our private parts are touching our leg when we're sitting or squatting, something like that, we're not allowed to make a blessing. I don't know if Kosher could expand on it or perhaps clarify it
yes.
a little bit more.
Okay, so we said private parts, or we're talking about men. For women, there is no problem. So women actually can make a blessing if they is sitting. So there is no problem. They can be completely undressed. There is no problem. I mean, but for men, so that's a problem. So this with his private parts touching his leg, that's an issue. So in this case, it's better to stand out, to work back and forth, so to break the contact, and then you can say the blessing. Yes, because it's improper. So even though you don't see it, you don't touch it with your hands, but your body is touching. Okay. What else?
So in regards to bowing down while davening at home, is it okay? I mean, is it problematic if we bow down on this part of the Oseh Shalom Yom where we have to lean to one side and then to another side, and then we bow down to the front? Is that okay? We do it at home?
Absolutely. Why would not be okay? So when you say bowing, I thought about Yom Kippur. Right, when we bow to the ground. No, with this bowing there is no problem. There is no problem. So you have to bow low enough. So if you would not have short, so you would be see your vertebra, right? That's it. So it's not too low, not so. I saw few people in my life. It was very annoying, but and even though we told them it's not proper, they continue to do it they would bow almost 90 degree. So their face in part was in the same line with his belt. That's a problem. Shulchan Aruch says that signs of arrogance when a person bows that low. You understand? But little bow, there is absolutely proper. And then, that's what we should do. To the left, to the right, and to the front. On Yom Kippur, we bow all the way to the ground. How many times? I don't know, maybe 5 times. I won in Aleinu Shabbat, our duty, and other times when we read the sacrificial sources in the Beis Hamikdash, right? And like a coin, it's actually, I think it's from the Mishnah or from a Talmud. I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't remember. And Talmud could be from a Talmud. I think it's from the Mishnah. I think it's from the Mishnah. And every time the coin would say the holy name of HaShem, like Yud K Vav K, the way it's pronounced, right? So everybody would fall to the floor, and that's what we do. We fall on the floor. We stand on our knees, right? And we actually bow, touch with our forehead to the floor. So there's some different customs. Some people do not bow completely, do not touch with the forehead to the floor. Like women, of course, they do not bow. That's because it's immodest. Of course, if somebody is elderly or sick, so somebody have high blood pressure, you ask this person to bow, he would die there, right? On Yom Kippur. That's so. But if person is okay health-wise, yeah, everybody bows. Right? Of course, you cannot bow like this on a stone floor, because we had in the Beis Hamikdash stone floor, right? Even though that's not how we bowed, also. So many things it drives all of this all this idol worshippers crazy. Like when we say in our class, I say we say name of HaShem, and I say I'm not going to pronounce it. So they watch the class, for example, and it drives them crazy. Why you have to put this name? Of course, they mispronounce that name, and I say that's what idol worshippers do. People who believe in HaShem, we don't use this name. You understand? But every time when we would use this name in a Beis Hamikdash, only coin would pronounce, but everybody's on the floor. And how the correct way of bowing when the hands and the feet outstretched. So you leave you stay in your stomach, right? And complete I don't know what was the word, you complete submission to HaShem. That's what it is. Right, and one of the miracles in the temple was that when we're standing in the holidays, you can imagine the whole nation come. And when you say the Temple Mount, it's tiny. Forget about tiny. The most of the space, and if you look at the diagram, was used for Kodesh HaKodashim. So not everybody, it's only some people allowed there. Right, Kohen Gadol, but in a Kodesh HaKodashim, but they have the hall before, okay, not like courtyard before, and then the altar also 1/3 of this space, and the rest is only for regular Jews. So if you say it's 1/3 from a small mountain, it's how they could feed. It's of course it was open miracle, so everybody was standing like this. Right, but when time came to bound, and that's what actually we say in Yom Kippur, everybody bowed, and to stretch out your feet and your hands, you need a lot of room, even though we're not that huge, right? But still, you need room, and the miracle was that everybody were able to do that, and they would not bother anybody. It was enough space, so it was out of this world experience to be in the Beis Hamikdash. That's why we did not have a special prayers, because just to experience this, you out of this world. Understand? So you see, you're standing like this, and then you bow down, and you don't touch anybody else. And when you pray, there is a special prayer. So you had enough room, so nobody would hear you. So here in my shul, where I pray, I have a guy next to me. Of course, we try to be from the left, from the right. Of course, we try to be respectful and right. So not to pray too loud, Shemona Esrei, because he's trying. I try. The guy on the left try to concentrate, but we can hear each other because we're so close. But there in Beis Hamikdash, Hashem said, Hashem did the miracle, so it was far enough not to hear anybody's prayer. So of course it's an open miracle. That's bowing on Yom Kippur. And one time I think we bow on Rosh Hashanah as well. Also in Aleinu L'Shabeach. And there is actually a joke that I'm not going to say in the video, but for you I'm going to say the joke. So 3 things came to the heavenly court and complained. So one is Asher Yotzar, right? Asher Yotzar blessing. It's HaShem, like I'm such a holy blessing, right? I'm such a holy blessing, and people usually say it like after the bathroom, so they have a connection with this holy blessing in the bathroom. Heavenly court say absolutely right. The holy blessing, we're going to put it on Yom Kippur when everybody is in the synagogue, right? And we're going to put it not like not in the beginning of the blessing that's normal, but like in the middle of Yom Kippur. So for sure everybody would say Baruch Hashem. So the Asher Yotzer was very happy. Then who came? Then came Aleinu L'Shabeach. Also, Aleinu L'Shabeach said that it's our duty, right? It's the end of the prayers. So also start complaining, like many people, especially in the morning, like they run to work. Some people say it, some people don't say it. Some people say it in the car. Some people forgot to say it. They put on tefillin. This like, too much. So it's like I'm such a holy blessing, and people disrespect. Hashem said, yes, you're right, Aleinu L'Shabeach. So we're going to put you in a Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, in the middle of the prayer. And guess what? Everybody's going to go down to their knees and touch the floor. So Aleinu L'Shabeach is happy. And third thing came to the heavenly court. Who was it? Mamzer. So Mamzer say, what Mamzer said? Like, what is my fault that this stupid mother, she did, and now I have to suffer to be mamzer all of my life? And Heavenly Court said, you're right, we're going to make you who? The president of the shul. Right? I remember only one exception, unfortunately. So it's a joke, but it's a very sad joke. Right, okay. Any other questions? Of course, I'm not going to say it on the video, on the clip, because all of this, they're going to go crazy. I don't want to insult people, but it's a joke, but it's not such a far from being true. Okay, go ahead. Any other questions?
Thank you, Rabbi. Yes, we're gonna have to do like a director's cut from this joke, so that no one's gonna see it.
No. I mean, we can see. I mean, not many like people like watch the whole. I mean, that's fine. But 1 minute clip, I'm not going to do from that. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Rabbi. I have a few questions about prayer at home, praying at home. But Jordan wrote a question on the chat window. Shalom Aleichem, question: certain these mitzvahs are not fully effective when done by a goy in the Shiur process. For instance, if we participated in a minyan, we wouldn't qualify as a 10th man at the moment. My question is, if we placed kosher mezuzot in our home, would they be spiritually effective immediately, even though at the moment we're not obligated to the Mitzvah only after Beezrat HaShem, the Shiur process is completed?
I think we say to the people in the process of Shiur, don't put the Mezuzah at all. So other things, yeah, you can go pray with the minyan, there is no problem. But again, you're doing it as a practice. So I have some non-Jews. I mean, these people complain. We came to the synagogue. Somehow they thought that now that the whole synagogue is going to stop doing whatever they do, and then they're going to put this person on a pedestal. I mean, just because he came. People ignore that person. Somebody was rude. Maybe they were rude. Maybe not. I mean, you came to my house without invitation. So I mean, you did not ask, can I come? Not come. So like some people without manners, they you invite this person, and he came. Thank you very much. I thank you for invitation. So he comes and he brings 3 friends with him. Okay, maybe he's a nice guy, but I never invited these 3 friends, or even 1 friend. You understand? So now these friends want to be treated like the king. So of course, I mean, people are delusional. Right, but of course you can go to the synagogue. All of this you can pray. So it's as we said before, it's like a practice. So when the time comes, it's like Nothing is going to be changed. All right, so for you, so your prayer starts 6:45. You're always there 6:05, 5:45, whatever time they start. So you come to the synagogue at the same day, the same time, right? Before conversion, after conversion, during conversion, doesn't matter. You understand? So it would be like a feeling like a glove. Your life is not going to change at all. Nothing is going to change for you. You're going to do exactly the same thing, except as we said before, this opening and closing the light or some appliance. That's it. So that's our goal. So a person be like familiar with all of the mitzvahs. I mean, as much as possible, and perform them in the correct manner. That's it. So as we said, you pronounce all of the blessing correctly, not would not say the word HaShem, but Adoy, the way it's supposed to say, and that's it. Or in your own language, if you say it also good, correctly, whatever it says in the Siddur, and you wherever you from wherever you learn the blessing, that's it. Okay, but Mezuzah is a problem, so don't do all of this like outside things, like external things. Don't do. Like kippah, don't wear a kippah. So wear a hat, baseball hat, different hat, but no kippah, because right, no tzitzis out, no all of these things. So whenever you're ready, like 1 week before your conversion date, so that's why you can wear tzitzis, you can wear kippah, and actually I would say even this, wait until after. Okay. Because why? Because not everybody, like, people change their mind. Satan go into this person's heart and said, no, it's not good. It's not good for me. So the guy was like going through the conversion process for 4 years, and then he quit. Okay, go figure. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi. In regards to this question, of course, we're not allowed even to have the Bellini. We're not Jewish. They're not even supposed to be sold to us.
Yes.
But what about using talit, or buy a talit to daven at home?
Also not recommended. Not recommended. So do without.
Thank you, Rabbi.
So only this, again, we're talking about these external things, because sometimes people attach to these external things, and that's what they like, and they forget about, like they forget about spirituality, the core of the Judaism. Like they have to actually learn halachas, not to just look Jewish, but actually like live a Jewish life. That's the thing. So, and people are getting carried away, and they dress this way, right? And other people see them, they give him compliments. Other people think that he's a rabbi. Okay, so what else?
Can I ask something about this of conversions?
Yes, go ahead.
So I heard in a shiur that in the Aliyah to the Torah, a non-Jewish son that his father was Jewish is allowed to use the father's name and not Ben Avraham. So is this as this?
No. One second. No. One second. If so the question is, if mother was not Jewish, father was Jewish. Let's say the father name was Yitzchak. Let's say, right? So these guys took the name I don't know, like Shmuel. So should we call him Shmuel ben Yitzchak, his father, or Shmuel ben Avraham? Right. That's the basic question. Correct? Did I get it right or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So they know. There is his father is of no consequence, right? Because why? Because it says that it is her son. Her son meaning that this non-Jewish woman son. His seed is inconsequential. Basically, it's like okay, he has nothing to do with this child, this father. So okay, biologically yes, he gave him birth, but halachically he has no connection. Especially after that person goes through conversion, This biological parents have nothing to do with him, and even before the conversion, it's not his father. It's your son. You understand? So we call him Ben Avraham. And some actually they say not Ben Avraham, but they actually say Ben Avraham Avinu. So not a regular person can be named Avraham, but Avraham Avinu. So you know that Avraham meaning the original Avraham. That's what I saw in the books. But have I heard somebody called like this? No, I never heard. I mean, maybe people do, but it's not like I travel from shul to shul. But that's the thing. So I never heard somebody called like that. But the proper is Ben Avraham Avinu.
And another question is there any consensus about that anyone who converted to Judaism had a Jewish soul to begin with, or this issue is that before the Beit Din, there is not a real clarity about that?
So the question is, let me repeat and you correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody think that this person has a Jewish soul before his conversion, is it the question?
Yes, it's often said that anyone who converts to Judaism is because to begin with the Jewish soul was already in him, but I don't know if this is a consensus opinion.
No, it's not true. It's not true. So one possibility could be, as I said before, I have some students from different countries that started from great grandparents, sometimes great grandparents. So they trying to have their Judaism, right? So most likely because it was on mother's side, and they try to prove me, as I said before. Look, I'm not trying to argue with anybody. Look, can you prove this way or that way to me? I mean, there is no proof. So why you I'm trying to be sympathetical. But what can I do? Right? You go to Israeli embassy. You said I want to come to. They say you're not Jewish. You said there is no proof. So I mean, just leave me out of the picture. I'm telling the Halachah. Right, so but most likely these people are Jewish. So we have another class, 3 or 4 people like that. Most likely they're Jews, and I heard the story, and I saw the documents of one lady, like her grandmother. So looks like from my mother's side looks like, but who I am. So and these people, most likely, if they're Jewish, they have a Jewish soul. But since we do not know, they have to go through conversion. With other people, it's the story is different. So one of the reasons people want to convert, because it is maybe in that previous reincarnation they were here as non-Jews, and it's actually from Zohar. So Zohar said that they were punished, so they didn't want to do anything with Judaism. So they were punished. So now, that's what you want. That's how you treat the free gift, and right. So. And HaShem took the Judaism and put them, they give them non-Jewish soul, but strong desire to convert to Judaism. You understand? So now, you are like throwing this Judaism into garbage. So now you have to deserve it. And some people go through the tribulation. Some one family met me, and they tried to go through this conversion for 9 years. 9 years. I mean, in my mind, they were not very serious. Now they much more serious, but at least they try. There was nobody to push them, because why? Because of the money issue. They never had any money. So if they had money in that country, people actually do a very good business in conversion. Right? Very good business, even though it's not rich country. I mean, there are many rich Jews, but country is not rich, right? So it's a good business for conversion. So if you would pay them, I mean, for classes, for this and that, you can relocate. So of course they're going to give you attention. But if not, who needs you basically? Unfortunately, it's a commerce, and that place is like a commerce. right? So that they were in that state, like and if this is the scenario. So 9 years they was suffering because they got stuck. Understand? So last year, I'm not talking about this paper. I'm just like combining two ideas. I don't know, like I'm not a prophet, but just one possible scenario. So they're suffering. Oh, that's you throw it in the garbage. So now you have to suffer, and they still it's I know them for a few years now. They still did not finish. Again, the problem is money. So they cannot afford these things, and I mean, but we are working on it. We are doing everything possible, basically. Okay. So that's another possibility, and the third possibility it could be this when HaShem was giving out the Torah, right? He offered to all of the nations, and as we know, all of the nations refused. But who refused? The kings refused. King would not consult every person. He would consult his ministers, his advisors, right? Maybe I don't know how many people. Right? They say absolutely not. We don't need it. Okay, so he said we don't need it. But people maybe in his kingdom at the time that they wanted to convert. So Hashem said, "Oh, you wanted to convert? Of course, you have no choice because your king said like this. So I'm going to give you a chance." And in some generations later, so Hashem would give these people like strong drive, right, to convert, and he would one of the explanation why he dispersed Jews to all the countries, right, to all of the four corners of the world, so people see the Judaism everywhere. For example, we have more and more followers in Pakistan, believe it or not. So one guy said, please don't talk to me in a voice because he does not speak English. He uses translator. So I gave him some material in Persian, right? And there is Jews, a big community in Iran, actually. Right, so to in all of these countries, so the people can see and they can get inspired and wants to convert. So that do they have a Jewish soul? No. Some of them, as in case one, they do have. Maybe yes. I mean, of course, we do not know. Like some of them, yes, but others no. But they have this strong drive. So when person go through conversion, so if she did not have Jewish soul, they go out. One person goes out from the mikvah with the Jewish soul. That's it. If Beis Din was kosher, if the person was kosher, so I mean, if they answer all of the questions truthfully, whatever they were asked, this if they accept it with a whole heart, so that's why the conversion. That's when conversion is proper. But if not, conversion is not proper, and he has or she has exactly the same soul, some rotten soul. They consider themselves Jewish. They have maybe certificate. They were able to fool the rabbi, but they're not Jewish. They did not get the soul. So again, just because somebody went to conversion does not mean that they got the soul. Okay. What else?
Lastly, I'm not sure, but I heard that there is a X female chromosome that passed down unchanged, but this is only mother to daughter. So my question is the Jewish soul only passed down mother to daughter, or both?
No. The Jewish soul does not pass down to anybody. So it's actually the bank, holy bank in Shemaim, when they have souls. And the soul just because it lasts in previous reincarnation, it was this soul. So now Hashem can divide soul because only part of it, of the soul, need correction and send back. You understand? So it's not like exactly like complete soul. So different kind of combinations. Okay.
So both the son, a male child, and a female daughter can receive this Jewish soul from the mother.
It's again, it's not from the mother. The body is from the mother, but the soul is from Shemaim.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
physicality. Yeah, you're welcome. So physicality, of course, they through the chromosomes. Again, this DNA tests do not prove anything to us. We don't use it like as a support. Yes, we use it as a like extra support, to the evidence, and yes, we would use it to credibility to something. But otherwise, if it's the only proof, we don't use it.
Okay, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Anything else?
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead.
I have a couple questions about praying at home.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
So we know we're not allowed. We're not supposed to recite the 13 attributes of mercy.
Mm-hmm.
What about the introductory verse that comes before the one that says like God, King who sits on the throne of mercy, governs with kindness?
Yes, these things we will not recite. So it's a even though you're right. So it's a paragraph before that. So these two paragraphs we don't recite. So usually it's in one page. So the bottom half of the page we do not recite. Only the top one. So the top one meaning that we do it. So we do it, we say, we do it complete, we do it, we say, and then we said 13 attributes. So that's where we stop. Yeah. So this introductory verses, it's a part of the 13 principles, 13 character traits. Mercy. Yes.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
And the second question is, when we pray on Shabbos at home, do we have to pray in a place where we have enough room to take 6 steps back? Because there's 3 steps at the end, 3 steps back at the end of the Amidah, and 3 steps back at the end of the Musaf. I was wondering.
No. What's that? So it's actually if you check your Siddur, and one point before the Amidah, you take 3 steps back. So you preparing, right? This piece where you cannot speak. I don't have a Siddur next to me, so I cannot tell you, right? And then when before start Amidah, you take 3 steps forwards. That's how we pray Amidah. So you I know some people take 3 steps before and just before 3 steps back, 3 steps forward. So that's some people do that. There is no problem. There is actually opinion like that, but we follow a different opinion. So before you take 3 steps back, check your Siddur, and then before, it's two small paragraphs, and then you take 3 steps forward. You pray. After you finish praying, you take 3 steps back. So if you're praying in the Bizaminyan and Shul, they start repetition of Shmoneh Esrei. Hasn't start. When he starts, there again 2 customs. Some people take 2 steps forward. I don't. I follow different custom. We wait until Kedusha. When we start Kedusha, right before Kedusha, we take 3 steps forward. So basically, if person prays at home, so I just want to go to cover all of the scenarios. When person prays at home, as soon as he took 3 steps backwards, he waits. As our friend, he's not here, but he said it's like a dog going back to his vomit. Of course, it's figurative of speech. So you wait few seconds, right? I think it's 3 or 4 seconds. It was that the time that you need to walk. I think I don't remember. Maybe 12 amos. Right? Well, I think so. It's 4. It's 4. I think it's 12 plus minus. I don't know. So it's 3 to 4 seconds. So you wait 3 to 4 seconds, and you take 3 steps forwards. That's it. So and when the time comes. So after that you can walk around, you can do things, right? And the question is about Musaf. So yes, you're allowed to pray Musaf right away if you want to, right? If you want, nobody's stopping you. But if you want to pray Musaf a little later, you can also do that. So I would say pray it right away, so like while you're still in the process, right? But you finish, you took 3 steps back, 3 steps forward, do some break. I don't know, maybe like 5-10 second break, and you can start praying Musaf again. You start in the Musaf from taking 3 steps back, and now you take in 3 steps forward because there is no introduction. Right, so in the shul we would read Torah, put the Torah back, right? The Chazan would say Kaddish, and after Kaddish we start Musaf, 3 steps back and 3 steps forward. But actually, it's a good question, and I want to remind us. So on Yom Tov we say actually the different Musaf. And on Yom Tov we say different Shmona Esrei, right? So be very careful. So on the weekdays we say the same Shmona Esrei, but we add like addition for Yom Tov. But on Yom Tov itself we say actually different. We say Shmona Esrei for Yom Tov with addition of Shabbos on Shabbos. And on Sunday, of course, you say regular Shmona Esrei for Yom Tov. And if somebody uses our scroll Siddur that we show, it's page, I think, the 660. Okay, that's holiday Shmona Esrei. And Kiddush also, you say Kiddush, you have to check your Siddur. So, thank you for reminding me. See, I forgot. You have to check your Siddur, and you have to make a Kiddush for Yom Tov, and it's going to say that if Yom Tov coincides with Shabbos, you add this and that. So just be careful. It's not a regular Kiddush. And say on a Shabbos day, I think it's exactly the same Kiddush. Even there, it is the same Kiddush as you would say on Shabbos. On Yom Tov day, it's different Kiddush. It's only like two lines. That's it. And on Motzei Shabbos, we would have to say Kiddush for Yom Tov, but including Havdalah. So Havdalah, again, as we learned before, you take 2 candles, then put it back. Of course, prepare the place to put it. So you put one candle in the candlestick. So and the hold with one, there is no problem. So we can say blessing on a light, right? And it's going to be part of the Kiddush. So Havdalah is going to be part of the Kiddush. Okay, so we do all at once. And after the Shabbos, we don't smell bisumim, because why? Because the Shabbos goes into Yom Tov. What else? Just be careful. There is a Yalav Yover, like additional prayers for Yom Tov that we say on. Of course, we say in Shmona Esrei, and we say in blessing Berchas Hamazon also. There's additions. So on Shabbos you say separate. First you say Ritzei addition for Yom Tov, and then or Shabbos, and second you say for Yom Tov. But if somebody made a mistake and switched the place, there's no problem. You can doesn't matter. So, I mean properly Shabbos and Yom Tov, but if you say Yom Tov then Shabbos, no problem. And that's it. Just read very carefully, not to skip things. And of course we say Halal. I forgot, right? We say Halal. Right? We say Halal. It's and again we say complete Halal. So no skipping, right? And when do we say Halal? We say Halal after Shachris on Shmona Esrei. After Shmona Esrei we say Halal. Okay. And then only then you go into to Musaf. And Musaf, careful, Musaf for Yom Tov. Musaf for Yom Tov on the Shabbos, including Shabbos paragraphs. So that's a lot of changes. This Shabbos is a lot of changes. Just pay attention. I would say like whenever you have time today or tomorrow, just spend some time, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you need time, and look over the sidurs. Just familiarize yourself, because it's very, very different. So if you need some, my wife likes to put the bookmarks so she knows exactly. So she wrote herself what pages to jump to. So that's, I mean, whatever works for you. So if you wanna if you remember by heart. If you want every time to read all the commentaries and jump to correct place, up to you. If you wanna do what my wife, she wrote down on a sticky note and put it in siddur. Okay, that's also works. Whatever you want, but of course you have to do it before Shabbos. The sticky notes. I mean, right. Okay. So what else? Any other questions?
Jordan put a couple questions on the chat window. It says, another question: if sometimes only a part of a soul is sent back in need of correction, does that mean that karet doesn't necessarily always apply to the entire soul as well?
No. It means that the part of the soul did a tikkun last time, and there is no such need for correction. Right. So if soul was cut, it was cut completely. So it's not like soul is not being cut like partially. And sometimes one soul can be divided in two and even sent in the same generation, two parts of the soul, like in two different people. But I think we don't have to think about it too much. Just concentrate on your mission. Try to do everything correctly. And remember, whatever going on with us is measure for measure. And try to forgive people. Don't be like stiff neck. And I'm going to explain why. So if you don't forget a person, if you don't forgive a person, right? Even though that's it, he is not or she's not apologizing, you don't forgive a person. So and when you write, so HaShem is going to send you, even though you were supposed to go to Gan Eden, to this world again, and this person is going to be a slave or something, right? And you would have the need to abuse this person. That's the problem. That's a big problem. So, but if you forgive that person, even this person never apologizes, so he goes to Gehinnom, he goes to reincarnation, this and that, but it's not your business. I don't want anything from that person. I'm going to go to learn with Rabbi Akiva, and that person can go like, I'm not, I forgive him or her like wholeheartedly. So I'm clean. They did not ask me forgiveness. They did not do the teshuvah. Okay, I don't want to do anything with them. I don't want to be forced to come here just because I was stubborn and did not want to forgive. Understand? So that's the thing. So it's as we said many times, whatever we do, this act of kindness is actually for our own benefit, not. The other people also benefit, but the biggest beneficiary is ourselves. Okay, what else?
That one. In regards to this question, this is something very interesting. I don't know if this kind of fits the situation, but let's say if for like by no particular reason or by no explanation, we kind of met someone in the past, and this person after many years ago is still in our head for whatever reason, like nothing in particular, nothing happened, nothing special. Could that be because this person is sort of connected with our soul from a past life or whatever? And if so, are we supposed to do something like pray for this person to do tshuva or something like that?
I think so. Yes. So it's if usually people do forget. People. Maybe they meet and okay, like 10 years later, 5 years later, but it's not like they're staying in their head. So if you continue thinking about that person, so there is some connection from previous life for sure. So make sure that you forgive that person, whatever maybe you offended him or I don't know. So or I mean, he offended you, so try to forgive them.
Thank you very much. That
And
was
then
amazing.
pray, yes, pray also for them to forgive you if that was the case. So, but if you're going to call this person and say, remember we were in the same kindergarten 25 years ago. I ask you forgiveness for what? No, I don't know what I'm asking forgiveness for, but please forgive. So the person think that you're crazy. So don't do that. Understand? So we do things indirectly. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jordan also asked for the Rav, if men shouldn't wear kippah before conversion, does that also mean married women shouldn't wear kisui rosh, or are they different matters altogether?
So I said men should not wear kippah, but he can wear baseball hats or different hats in that whatever they wear in that culture. So like in many countries, it's like popular to wear baseball hats. Not because they're athletes, but because it's a cool thing to do. So and I remember in the office, even in the office, like people would just sit in this hats. Mostly on Friday, on a weekday, nobody would not do that. But I mean, maybe somebody would. I don't want to say. So I was in professional environment. It was a little different. But if you have like a blue collar job, so people walk in the hats. There is no problem. So for women, it's a little different. So again, for men, from this baseball cap to the kippah is not a big change actually. So he got used to have his head cover. If he is at home, there is no problem. He can wear kippah. There is no problem whatsoever in the house. But going outside, it's not proper. So again, we're trying to avoid all these external things, right? So, but if you're in a home and you want to check your mail, there is a mailbox outside, or you want to throw the garbage, which is outside. That's not proper. So you have to put the hat back. Right, but for women, it's a huge adjustment from not covering the hair to covering the hair. It's huge. It's like there's nothing to in comparison to the man. So yes, if she wants to cover the hair, yes, she can cover the hair. There is no problem. Is she obligated? Absolutely not. Is it proper? Yes. So, but when the time comes, and when if she was not covering the hair before, now she starts, that's the problem. Right, and some women actually when they do the pictures for a conversion papers, they actually already cover the hair. Okay, now she's not married, but when she's going to show her picture to authorities when she get married, that would be an issue, right? Even though she was not obligated, but she can do for a picture. She like for sure she would do. Understand? Even she was not married. I'm talking that not married women. Okay. What else?
So he also asked, for the Rav, we aren't allowed to forgive Amalek. So how do we know definitely someone is an Amalek in order to wholeheartedly forgive them immediately without angering HaShem?
No. Okay. So that Amalek is a different issue. So there is no obligation to forgive Amalek. So we actually have to, but to keep the grudge against Amalek is also not right. So we have an obligation to kill, to exterminate Amalek. That's it. But to have to hate him all of your life, absolutely not. So, but when the time comes and you know who Amalek, so then you exterminate him. So two separate things. So you're not obligated to love him. So if you know who Amalek is, so it's opposite. If you love him, you would not be able to kill him. So no love to Amalek. But today we do not know who Amalek, which is HaShem in His great mercy absolve us from this from this mitzvah. But even if we knew who Amalek, so to kill a person, so to kill the person is not easy. So you put yourself, your life in danger, right? Because in some countries they have a death penalty. They're going to kill you. So what exactly you achieve, or you put you get a life sentence in prison, right? So what exactly you achieve, instead of like you did one mitzvah and you lose your life when you could have spent a learning Torah during mitzvah. So of course you would not be obligated to do. That's the thing. Okay. What else?
Rabbi.
You're welcome.
I have a question, but it's a little controversial. I don't know. Plus, I don't know if we still have time.
Okay, so we have time. Okay, go ahead. What is the question?
Yeah, I don't want to sound like these people that go to Kabbalah Center or something like that. But I was wondering, okay, so is a Jew allowed to use the information that is in the Zohar in regards to the physical description of a person in order to act upon, or in order to let's say make the right decisions in regards to certain scenarios? For example, especially in regards to people that have no Torah. Because I was thinking, if this information is out there, it doesn't matter that, let's say, these so-called Kabbalah teachers misinterpreted it or misused it. There's got to be some way to use this properly. So I don't know, for example, if someone works in human resources, something like that, and this person, of course, is a Jew, and he deals with a lot of people that he doesn't know, and he has to, of course, make the right decision, hide the right people. So would he, for example, this person would he be allowed to use this information that is in the Zohar about the physical description of the person in order to make the right decision, perhaps, or would that be 100% allowed?
I'm missing something. Like what information you're referring to? You said this. What kind of information?
Yeah, I believe in the Zohar. This is something that I heard about many years ago. I believe the Zohar in Parashat Yitro, I guess it is. Sorry, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But it describes that depending on certain physical features that the person has, that is connected to certain character traits. For example, the size of the eyes, the shape of the face, and the size of the forehead, and these things. So that's kind of my question. Would a Jew would he be allowed to use this information?
Okay, so I remind you a story that we said I don't know, maybe last month. So it was about Moshe Rabbeinu, right? And the king that sent his artist to draw the portrait of the Moshe Rabbeinu. Remember the story or not?
Yes, I know about
okay,
actually.
Exactly. So I mean, I said it like in all details. I think all the people were here, and the portrait that they brought back to this king was exactly the copy of Moshe Rabbeinu. And these people who could read the faces of other people, so they said this criminal, he's a womanizer, he's a killer, this and that, all of the bad character distinction. But it came down to be, so I skipped the story to the end. So Moshe had all the inclinations to be that person, but he worked on himself. So if they would decide only by external feature, they would come to wrong conclusions. Understand? So, and there was like few examples from the Talmud when the daughter of the Caesar or somebody, like all of this, like a famous, like very rich person, very important lady said, "How come to this great rabbi? How come such a holy wine, such a precious wine in such an ugly vessel? I mean, how come you're so smart and you're so like ugly looking?" And he said, "If I would be nice looking, I would have all of the attention from the women, and I would not be so smart. But since everybody is like afraid of me, like I'm so not nice looking, so women are not this. No, it's a hara does not bother me. So I have time to learn Torah. You understand? So he was ugly looking, but he was a very holy person. So we cannot say that just looking at the picture or looking at the face expression and say somebody's like have this character traits. That maybe because the even though the face expression changes, it is another fact. When person does tshuva, right, his face expression changes. Sometimes it's very much. Right, it is true because of character traits. If he or she learns Torah, for sure, and it's not only because of the age, but because of the like spiritual changes that person undergoes. So can you say this for sure? Like can you rely on this information 100% to decide hire this person or not? Absolutely not. You cannot. So hire based on the facts. We don't pretend things. Hire based on his knowledge. You ask the question, see how person behaves, and then hire on based on that, not on some external things that might be true, maybe not true. Okay. What else? Any other questions? We stop here.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome. Okay.
There's no more questions on the chat window.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, that's time to stop. I need to do some things. Okay, so thank you very much all for learning. It was a successful week, and wish everybody good Yom Tov. And after the Yom Tov, so try it again. Go through the Siddur, see the difference in the prayers. Of course, I said I don't think I missed anything, but of course, like it could be some details that you see there is a little difference, so make sure that you prepared. And until Monday, Beezrat HaShem. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.